I have seen a ton of videos of people having and making the Benchdog MFT systems, and for a long time I have been delaying doing it myself, mostly because I didn't really feel like it was super important to get it done, but also because I didn't really feel like spending the money on Benchdogs themselves. And that was until a friend of mine gave me a couple of M20 bolts. I knew what to do with them right away, but if I did it again, I would make some changes, and I will tell you along the way. So, to make the Benchdog, I put the bolt in my vise, then cut off all the corners but 2 of them. I do this because I want a flat side, in hopes that this flat side can spread out the pressure on the surface enough to avoid making any marks on the wood if I'm working with a piece that I need to be more gentle to. After removing the corners, I put the bolt into my homemade lathe that I also made a video about if you're into that kind of videos. And here I carefully removed the high spots with a sanding pad on the angle grinder while the lathe was spinning. And I was being very careful while doing so. And this is how it looks like when checking if the material you just worked on is too hot. Now it was just a question of copying the same procedure a couple of times so I would have more than just one Benchdog. So here are some other angles on how I did it before, just sped up. To make the holes, I decided that I would put a mark every 15 centimeters or about 6 inches. And this is one of the things that I wish I could change if I did it again, because they are just too far apart. So if I did it again, I would maybe keep them 10 centimeters or 4 inches apart, but since I have the holes 15 centimeters apart, I'm thinking about just putting a few extra holes in between of these, some of the places, not all over. But I'll have to think about it a bit more before actually deciding. Another thing, I haven't really been affected to it yet, but if I did it again, I would probably do a better effort in keeping the drill completely straight. I did notice a few holes being slightly off, not that it had any significant meaning, but maybe I will start to experience more of it later when working on it for some time, so keep that in mind if you do it yourself. One thing I do like is this tiny Benchdog holder on the side of my table for easy access and storage of them. In the future I will make more tools for the system, but that will have to wait for another video since I have a lot of projects ongoing at the moment. So stay put for some actual woodworking in the near future. Thanks for watching. Bye.